seoconsultant.com SEO agency. And today we have jpzhang from the Shenzhen SEO conference. Nice to meet you, JP.
Nice to meet you. Very glad to be here.
I'm very glad to have you, and actually, it's the first time we have a Chinese in our channel that
Right.
mostly has Greek audience, but in English.
Great. I feel honored, Speaking of Greece, and then your name, Yanis, right? The first reaction I have, are you related to Greek freak? Because I'm a huge basketball fan as well.
From the Greek Yannis Adetokounmpo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think his last name is very hard to pronounce, and then that's why we Chinese will give him a nickname. It's called Mr. Alphabet, because you have too
Alphabet.
much alphabet like on the jersey, Yeah. So it's called Brother Alphabet. That's his nickname in China.
Okay, so let's say something about JP. JP is holding every year, I think now, the Shenzhen SEO Conference 2006. Is it the first time you're holding this conference, or you have done it years before?
Yeah, year 2025. It's technically the first year. We had a small, I would call it a beta version in 2019. It was a half day. We call it conference, but more like a half day event. Yeah, that was like a beta version. So year one is 2025. The next year will be year number 2.
Right. And the next question is, who is JP Zhang? And I done research in the internet. What is your
Right.
main job?
Can you say
What
that
is the
again? I'm sorry. I think.
what is your main job? What do you do for a living?
Oh, all right. Okay, main job. Okay, I thought you said a joke. Okay. Oh, I need to come up with some joke. Okay. So I'm the SEO guy from China, as many people, many of my friends say. I've been practicing SEO for about 15 years since 2010. So worked as SEO specialist in-house. Also worked for agency when I went to the US and stayed there for a couple of years. And then for the majority of the part of my time, will be focused on doing my own affiliate business, which is affiliate SEO, running my own website, content website. I also built some micro SaaS tools, So it's mostly like affiliate SEO, but a bit experience in agency, and then 2 to 3 years in house. Yeah, and then a couple of years back, I had this kind of idea, like, oh, why not put together a conference to connect, the Chinese audience with the international market, because we also have a lot of businesses targeting global market, running English website, doing exact the same Google SEO stuff as we all do in the Western world. So that's the reason why I started this Shenzhen SEO conference. Yeah, back was 2019, and then like I said, that was a test experiment, and then this year 2025 is the official year number 1. Yeah, that's me. So any questions about China SEO? Yeah, I'm the guy who you can probably find your questions, or I can find the solutions or resources you need. Yeah, in the SEO and digital marketing space.
Right. So it has been 6 years of preparation in order to deliver one event in 2026.
Yeah, technically 6 years, but COVID was the factor X that nobody can anticipate, right? Yeah, so 3 years lockdown, especially in China, and then 2024 we were open, but yeah, and 2025 we're back. Yeah, you can say 6 years preparation. I like that.
or even more, 15 years of preparation to start.
Oh yes, yeah. So I didn't prepare for this, but it's just all the things that you do, you have done before. It's all connected, and then one day, oh, okay, I can do this. Like if you ask me whether I want to put together a SEO conference 10 years ago, I would say absolutely not. You know, it was like a huge project, and then you need to find the right how to say, the right excuse to start it. Yeah.
Exactly. And how about the people? Who is the target group? Who should attend
Yeah,
the
so
event?
Shenzhen SEO conference, the mission is to bridge SEOs and marketers from China, APAC, South Asia, with the professionals from the West. So the concept is built on making the connection. So yeah, that's why we call it sometimes it's East meets West. So East, China, Japan, Korea, these are like three of the biggest economies in Asia, right? So there are a lot of demands for SEO and digital marketing services. We are good at doing product manufacturing, supply chain management. China, I think, still is called like the manufacturing center in the world, right? But we are good at doing all these kind of things that we mentioned, but we are not good at doing something like marketing, SEO, or digital, or like branding in general. These are the I would say the expertise that Western agencies or service providers they are good at. So I want to make the connection. So the target audience we want to attract includes two parts. One part is international attendee, the other part is Chinese attendee or attendees from Asia. For Western, I want to attract agencies, service providers related in the SEO and digital marketing industry. Yeah, we need this, and then I want them to come to China, find the clients, and at the same time explore China. Because many of them, China to them, it's like a myth. So if you go there, you see there. I think it will be a nice trip. If you can get some business partners or clients, that's even better. Yeah, this is the Western attendees perspective. So for Chinese attendees perspective, I want to attract decision makers um, in those foreign trade companies. Like we have a lot of companies targeting Western markets. So the three biggest group are B2B manufacturing, e-commerce, and B2C. And then the third is a growing one, which is software and the SaaS. So these are the audience that we want to attract to come to the conference. So each group has their own needs, and then we want them to come here to the conference, listen to the talk, and at the same time find business partners, have this kind of international partnership. That's the things I want to happen.
Okay, sounds great because it's a good match, I think. Because you go to some other conferences and there are two kind of people there: people who are selling
Yep.
and people who are also selling.
I like what you
Nobody,
said. Yeah.
nobody's buying, and they talk to they go to do the talk and a speech, sorry, and finally they say we also sell this thing.
Right. I think there's no problem with selling. Selling, in my opinion, it's a way just say, hey, we're providing this. Who need this? It's like advertising. You let people know what you do. And then people memorize you. And then this kind of in-person events, like we go in Chiang Mai SEO conference, is a great way to build that kind of brand awareness and then meet people face to face, enhance that kind of impression about what you do, and then when you have the needs, I say, hey, I know a guy maybe from Greece who can do this and that, right? That's the power of in-person events.
Right. So, what do you think about the Western markets, for instance? Is a great opportunity for China to establish its position or to compete straight with every European firm and every European and every American with
Yeah,
marketing.
I think whether you're from Europe or America, as long as you have a business, like whether it's agency or a software tool that's related to SEO digital marketing, and then you provide value, there's a chance you can find your customers or partners in China. All you need to do is just go there, find the needs, the pain point. What Chinese customers aka like those companies are targeting Western market, what they need, what you can help them with, and why they should choose you. It's all comes down to the business fundamentals. It doesn't matter whether we're from China or we're from Western world. Our consuming, the consumption behavior, and then the decision making process, I think psychology is all the same. I would say we share more similarities than the differences. Yeah.
Okay, I think the second time I met you in Chiang Mai, I went in Chiang Mai this year, and I stayed for 10 days. I thought that we're all the same. Then there's no difference between
Yes.
the Asian people, Chinese, or the Westerns. Okay, so how many people is the target to attract to
Uh,
the event?
this year we had 500 people. Next year I want to increase the size a bit, so I'm targeting about 600 people, preferably 300 from China, 300 from other parts of Asia, and then Western countries. That's my goal. Yeah, so it's like 1 versus 1 in terms of attendee ratio.
It's 50-50, 50%
Yes.
Chinese, 50% non-Chinese, but not Westerners from Asia and the rest of the
Yeah,
world.
yeah. So we just I counted like international attendees. International include any country like outside of China. Yeah, that's how we categorize. Yeah, because when you go to China, a lot of country now it's visa free for many country, but still some country needed a visa, right? So when you have international attendees, they from the event planning perspective, like we need to have a different team taking care of that. Yeah, and then their goal of coming to China is different from the Chinese attendees. So we make sure like we design programs and deliver the venue specifically catered to their needs and then make them happy. Yeah, that's my goal.
JP, that means that Chinese people have different needs than the international.
Yes. For attending my SEO conference, we already had year one, and then we had some surveys. We did some attendee interviews. So Chinese attendees, they come to the conference. A couple of goals. Number one, to learn what's going on in SEO space. Like they are very curious and interested about SEO tactics. What works, what brings results. They're curious. Number two, they want to find the business partners and then good service providers they can work with. They can outsource some of their, like, say, SEO or website building. So, and then the third, of course, is networking, meet people, taking a break. But from the Western's perspective, the number one goal for them coming to China, at least 50% of them, as far as I understand, is like to check out China. Never been to China. Shenzhen SEO conference is their go-to excuse. So this is number one reason. Number two, if you have a service that can how to say, we have the market needs this kind of service, I would tell them, hey, yeah, you probably can catch some customers here. So whether you attend or you sponsor, I think it's a great opportunity, depending on your budget. Yeah, so they can get customers or partners here. Yeah, and then number three, of course, they also want a networking opportunity sometimes. Actually, we have quite a few Western attendees, meet Western partners in China, which sounds weird, it's just, but it happens, Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the phrase "it's all Greek to me." In Greece, we have it's all Chinese to me because we're Greeks.
All right. Well, if you go to my conference, you will feel different because even though the conference happened in China, in Shenzhen, the main stage talks are all in English. We don't have any translation devices, so I position Shenzhen SEO conference as a global SEO event. It just happens in China. Yeah,
And the next question is why Shenzhen and not Hong Kong, for instance?
that's a
Because
good question.
it's near. Why not Shanghai, for
This is
instance? Or
this is actually related to my keynote, which I did in September. I say, why Shenzhen SEO conference? I specifically answer this question: why Shenzhen, why SEO, and why put together a in-person conference, not like a virtual event, right? So to answer your question, why Shenzhen? Number one, because I spent a lot of my time in Shenzhen. I literally watched like how Shenzhen developed over the last 3 decades. The first time I went to Shenzhen was when I was 8 years old, 9 years old. It was 1997. That was a year that Hong Kong was returned to China from the British. Yeah, so Shenzhen was like very outdated compared to today, but it also improves a lot. It's the city itself is it's kind of like a entrepreneurship journey. You literally see how it improved, grow to be a mega city full of skyscrapers and tech, very tech focused with 50 million people. So it's amazing to see it's how it grows. That's why I chose Shenzhen. One, I have experience. I have a lot of experience living and watching that city grow. Number two, I'm an entrepreneur, and then the city itself, it's a great story to tell entrepreneurs. It's entrepreneurship here. You can find something unique here in Shenzhen, but you cannot find in Hong Kong or Shanghai or Beijing or any other city in China. Yeah, and then third reason is because of people in Shenzhen. The average age for people in Shenzhen, if I remember correctly, it's 35 years old. So it's a very young city, very energetic, full of passion. People come here, they want to make money. They want to do business. They want to support a family back in hometown. It's an immigration city in China. Like I'm originally from the central part of China. My parents went to Shenzhen to work when I was little. So when we grow up, we just go to Shenzhen. It's the same, Our mission is like kind of like Shenzhen is a dreamland to make money. It's like full of opportunities, like the Silicon Valley in the United States, kind of like that. It's gold rush. So yeah, the SEO conference naturally feel like, oh, Shenzhen is the best place. Yeah.
Exactly. So you said that the average age is 35. So I'm 46, and I'm an old guy there.
You definitely drag down if you go to Shenzhen. You're like
A grandfather.
I mean, the average. You are older than the average. Yeah, for sure. If you walk on the street, you will see like so many like college students just graduate from college. They work in Shenzhen, or they just found a job, or they go to school in Shenzhen or travel. You will see it's very energetic, like young generation. When you go there, you stay longer. You will feel like you are also younger.
Exactly. And I also read the masterminders.com site that they have a comparison, masterminders.com, best SEO conference UK. That they compare themselves with every other conference, with Chiang Mai SEO, which is better, with the Saigon SEO, which is better, and why is better. And they said, it's a trick that theirs is better than the others. What do you think about the Shenzhen SEO? Will it be like the best event? Because you have now 600 people.
Yeah.
Maybe China is not small. It's not UK, It's not America. It's times bigger. Will it be like Affiliate World events with 2,000 SEOs
Oh
inside,
yeah.
or
It's
3,000,
coming up, right? I
or
think it's
maybe
definitely going up.
10,000 people,
Yeah.
What is the vision of the future?
Yeah, that's a good question. My goal is to not chase for the best. I don't think there's a single best SEO conference because every conference is unique. It has its own mission or vision. It's very hard to compare. It's just like when you write we all like affiliate SEOs, right? When we write best product review, we know it's biased, right? Yeah, it's there's no way like it's be unbiased. So I think to be honest, like there's no point just comparing. You just focus on making your own product better. So for me, chasing the number is not my goal. My goal is to make the attendees happy, the sponsors and speakers happy. So it's all about making connections, right? So your goal is to make increase the engagement and the retention, not like chasing for the number. This year we have 500, next year 600, maybe 5 years later it will be 1,000. But if you have 1,000 people, they're less happier than this year, I wouldn't say we are successful, So I view more about like the people's feedback more than the number of attendees. Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously, I also learned a lot of ideas from attending other SEO conferences. I wouldn't say they are my competitors. I would say, hey, you should go to this and don't go to that event. It's different. They're all different.
Exactly. And how about the life in Shenzhen? Is it a cheap city in terms of the Western standards, or more expensive than?
I only been to US, Europe, only been to UK, and then Ukraine, a few selected cities. So, and then Australia. Most of the time I spend in Southeast Asia this year, so it's hard for me to know the living condition in Western countries. But in general, Shenzhen is becoming a more expensive city. But there's always a way for you to live in the cheap way. There are different areas. If you look at the map, business areas is obviously like it's more expensive, hotel, food, and everything. But suburb areas like in the north, in the west, near the airport, you can live like a decent life when you have, like, say, $500 to $1,000 month income. I think you can live a okay life. Yeah, but you can also live in a luxury way in the city center area. Yeah, so I would say compared to Western world, like let's say for Singapore, I would say Shenzhen is probably like 50% cheaper compared to Singapore. I don't know if you've been to Singapore.
Yes.
Compared to Bangkok, it would be slightly more expensive, I would say. But it depends on the category, for food and everything. Sometimes I feel like in Bangkok, you go to a shopping mall. Actually, the food is like a Western standard. You eat something, it's all the same. But in Shenzhen, you actually can spend a little bit less on that and get higher quality ones, I would say. Yeah. So it varies. And then the public transportation in Shenzhen is super cheap. You go to subway, you use $1, it's like 7 RMB. You can go pretty much like from beginning station to all the way, like it's anywhere you go, it's $1 max pretty much for subway. And for Didi, which is the Chinese version of Uber, compared to Hong Kong and Singapore, I would say it's at least 60% cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not so expensive. It's in the middle, I think.
I would say it's in the middle, yeah, but it's growing, and then it's getting a little bit more expensive. But this is a global thing. Every country is facing the inflation,
Yeah. So how can someone buy tickets from the Shenzhen SEO conference?
We are yet to open the early bird sales. I'm actually looking for event manager. The next step is to create a plan, when to open the ticket and then what to do next. So we expect to open up early birds in January, if not February. Yeah. But right now you can just simply check out our website, get notified. We have a opt-in there. If you want to get notified when we launch the early bird, you just input your name and the email.
Yeah, I checked the website is shenzhenseoconference.com.
Yes, that's the one.
It will be September 14 to 18, Shenzhen, China, venue to be announced.
Right, it will be announced soon. I think in January for sure. Yeah, before that, end of January.
Okay, so why don't you pre-sell the tickets from the previous event to the next?
We did a super early bird sale, but that is only for attendees that attended this year. We had a super early bird sale, and then we got like about 50%, 50 sales from that, and then we close it because that's the best deal that we have. Yeah, and then we need to take a break from the conference. So 2 to 3 months, I was hanging out in conferences in Southeast Asia, one after another, until Chiang Mai SEO conference. Yeah.
So what will be the next conference? Will you attend the Saigon SEO conference?
Yes, I will be there. I actually got ticket, and then I think it's March next year, right? So after Saigon SEO conference probably is the first one, and then I will go to Australia for the Sydney SEO conference, and then July I already got a ticket for SEO Estonia, and then probably there's an event in UK. I look forward to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also the Masterminders event.
Oh, I heard about that one, the Masterminders, right?
Yeah, which
In the
they
UK. Yeah.
in UK they say they're the best, so you don't need to attend something else.
Oh, all right.
Kasra does have done a lot of marketing here, and I also wrote a post that why the Saigon SEO conference is better than the Masterminders.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So it all comes from different perspective. You have an agency, right? So you probably like SEO Mastery Summit in Saigon a little bit more because that conference is more geared towards attracting agencies, right? And the Masterminders, I don't know, maybe for SEO Mastermind, a lot of more affiliate SEOs are there, I guess, or maybe SEO consultants, maybe less agencies. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. But for my conference, Shenzhen SEO conference, it's also unique. It's if you want to find the excuse to visit China and then get to know the Chinese markets, maybe that's the unique one. I don't think we have any competitors right now. Yeah.
Exactly. That's one thing that I would like to stay a bit. For instance, I'm in Europe. I'm in Greece. I don't like to go to a European event. You know, it's cold. It's expensive. It's
Okay.
expensive. No good mood. You know, no good food. And on the other hand, we have Asian events like Chiang Mai,
Yeah.
a city that can live so easy, good food, hot weather, and
Right.
people all over the world because you know we're like a closed circuit here in Europe. We're Europeans. You cannot meet somewhere far away that needs your services. For instance, I offer services in the Chinese market to the Chinese for the European and American market because I'm here. And so it's better to go somewhere remote to like Shenzhen than to go to London, for instance, because I've been there. I studied in London and I don't
I
like
see.
London. I even don't like America because it's difficult. You know, it's expensive, difficult, cold, all that stuff.
Well,
But
if you have customers from the US paying you good money, maybe you are like America.
yes, but it has huge competition right now. You
Yeah.
know, every SEO agency is fighting for the same clients in America, and they don't open the door to China, for instance. Maybe.
Right. Yeah. Then why not switch the battlefield? You know, go get some like the blue ocean. You know, I think China for some Western agencies is a blue ocean, very less competition, and then yeah, we are fairly becoming more open to work with Western companies. That is the how to say that's what I want to see and what I encourage as a SEO blogger from China. You know, I always tell my audience that, hey, whoever offers the best service, best quality ones, you should work with them regardless where they are from. You know, and then as for that kind of trust, we can find a way to solve the problem. You know, Shenzhen SEO conference is one of the bridge. Like you can meet those quality Western agency service providers, so you can meet them face to face, build the trust. If anything goes wrong, they say sometimes, hey, I'm the guarantee. You know, so anything goes wrong, turn to JP. You know, he can find a way to help you out. So I'm kind of like a guarantee for many of my clients. This is also related to business that I run. I connect Chinese companies with Western agencies, and then I'm the facilitator. Yeah, so it's as long as you want to go there, I think there are solutions to solve the problems that you might be facing. But once you solve them, it's blue ocean. You just go there and catch what you want. You know, yeah.
Right. So let's recap. We have half an hour right now. You can find more about Shenzhen SEO conference in the website shenzhenseoconference.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's both in Chinese and in English, and
It's
you can
only in
fill.
English right now. Yeah.
No, I've seen that is in the brand name, the logo has
Oh,
Chinese
the
inside,
logo has Chinese. Yeah, yeah,
and,
that's correct.
and you can fill for the early bird tickets. Drop your name and your email to get notified, and also you can find more about jpzhang. Where do you have a personal website or something?
LinkedIn is the best.
LinkedIn is jpzhang Zhang in LinkedIn.
Yeah, or you can type jpzhang and the SEO because there are many jpzhang's versions. Some are from US, Chinese Americans. But if you put SEO with me, you will find me there.
Okay. Thank you, JP Zhang, for coming to the gvrams.com show. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and maybe we'll have another interview later on, after or before just the event, to talk again about what happened in the between, or to recap after the event. And we're glad to have you and see you in the,
Yeah.
in the next seminar.
Thank you
Bye.
very much for having me, Yanis. It's a pleasure to